Welcome back again, everybody. As you know, we're going to be continuing with two-step word problems. That's the theme of our week. Today, we're going to be looking at problems that involve multiplication, kind of like yesterday, but this time along with subtraction. So let's take a look at the very first problem. Maria practices drawing 4 days this week. Each day, she draws 20 different pictures of her favorite things. She mails Miss Walton 12 of her drawings. How many drawings does Maria still have? So just like all the other days, I'm going to start with underlining this question. I need to know how many drawings does Maria still have? In order to figure that out, I need to look for any information dealing with Maria's drawings. I know she practices drawing 4 days this week. Each day, she draws 20 different pictures. So let's stop and look at that piece. I'm being given the phrase each day, which means I'm probably going to be working with equal groups. So I know Maria's drawings kind of look like this. So she had 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each day she drew 20. So 20, 20, 20, 20. So I can look at this a couple different ways. One, I know this is 4 groups of 20, so it's like saying 4 times 20. Now, looking at that, that might seem kind of scary to solve. I haven't done 4 times 20 before, but we know that we can use a related equation. I see 4 and 2. I know I can do 4 times 2. 4 times 2 equals 8, which means I'm just moving up in place value. 4 times 20 must be, let's fix that. 4 times 20 must be 80. Finally, if I wasn't 100% sure, I could count my model here. 20, 40, 60, 80. So I know she's drawn 80 different pictures. And let's just draw a line here so we have room for step 2. We now know she mails Miss Walton 12 of her drawings. I haven't dealt with that piece yet. If Maria's giving away 12 of her drawings, it means I need to take it away from the 80 drawings she originally had. So here were her 80 drawings, and here's the 12 she's giving to Miss Walton by mailing them to her. 0 minus 2 ones isn't going to work. I need to regroup. I hand over 10 ones, leaving me with 10 ones. 10 ones minus 2 is going to be 8 ones. I should only have 7 tens because I gave away a 10. 7 tens minus 1 is 6 tens, which means Maria still has 68 drawings. That one was tricky, so let's try another one. Miss Techcroft decides to sort her new books into piles. She creates 8 different piles. After looking through her books, she determines that each pile will have 20 books. After looking at the piles again, she decides to give away 25 books she already has copies of. How many books will be left after she gives away the extra copies? So let's underline that question. How many books will be left after she gives away her extra copies? She's going to give away 25 books. So at some point, we're going to have to subtract, but let's go back to the beginning of this problem. We found out that Miss Techcroft was sorting her books into piles. Actually, let's circle that. Usually when I'm dealing with piles, it means I'm going to be making some kind of equal-sized group. So I'm either going to be multiplying or possibly dividing. Let's take a look at what the information gives us. She creates 8 different piles, and she determines that each pile will have 20 books. Let's draw that to figure out what we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now I need to put 20 in each group. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Ooh, not 28, Miss Bloat. 20. So right now I'm looking at 8 groups of 20. 8 groups of 20 is the same as saying 8. Let's see. Make some room down here. 8 times 20. Now I'm stuck in the same issue as last time. 8 times 20, I've not really solved that before, but I do know that I can solve 8 times 2 because I see a 2 here, I see my 8 here, and there's my 2. 8 times 2 is 16, which means 8 times 20 must be 160 because I'm moving up in place value. I'm adding that 0. If we weren't sure, we could go ahead and count our model. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160. So 8 times 20 is in fact 160, but I'm not done yet. So again, just like last time, I'm going to draw a line for my step 2. Didn't give myself enough room here. She's giving away 25 of those books. If I'm giving away, it means I won't have those anymore. So I'm going to take it out of my 160. Set up my problem. 0 ones minus 5 ones is not going to work, so I'm going to regroup. I'm giving over 10 ones, leaving me with 5 tens over here. 10 ones minus 5 is 5 ones. 5 tens minus 2 tens is 3 tens. 100 minus 100 is 100. That means Miss Steckroff is going to have 135 books left once she gives away her 25 books.